会場に着きました。中に入ってみようと思います。会場内ですね。こんな感じでビュッフェが並んでいて食事が取れるようになってます。まだ朝っていうのもあってあんまり人は少ないんですけれども、これから集まってくるかなと思います。でこれから一つ一つですね、ブース回っていければなと思ってます。最初の1人目は web3 ドバイの主催者のパトリックさんにお話を聞いてみました。What is the reason to organize this kind of web3 event in Dubai? What is the tipping point?
We're trying to bring developers to Dubai because all the crypto conference in Dubai is all marketing and CEOs, executives, and here we want to bring as many developers as we can, and also reflect in the sponsors we have, like Verilog that does contract auditing and MetaMask. It's really like for developers and end users and like normal people.
Oh, interesting. This conference theme is you are focusing on the developer side, not business entrepreneur side. Especially, are you focusing on the developer entrepreneurs?
Yeah, so we still have entrepreneur, and if you're a developer and you have a project and you're looking for funding, we also have a VC speed dating where you can meet VCs face to face and talk to them, and if they like your project, they can invest in them. So we also have this, but we also have technical workshops and technical talks.
Oh, interesting. What is the unique feature of this conference compared with another Web3 conference in Dubai?
Technical driven for engineers, developers, and that's really what we were aiming to.
Okay, interesting.
Also in our workshop, you can bring your own laptop and learn how to code in different projects.
Okay.
And there's a hackathon.
Oh, cool. So, last question. What do you think about the affection of their FTX collapse?
Yeah, it's crazy. I recommend everybody to just use decentralized exchange and try to get out of centralized exchange as much as possible.
Okay.
You should only use centralized exchange for dumb on-ramp, off-ramp. You have the dollars and convert them to Ethereum or USDC or USDT or DAI. But other than that, you should do all your stuff on chain. I recommend because you cannot trust anyone.
Okay.
Your keys, it's too dangerous.
Have you stored any asset in the FTX? On the FTX?
No.
No.
Only on chain.
Okay, congratulations. Thank you. 続いてのインタビューですが Web3 のスタジオをやっている CTO のハッシュさんにお話聞いてみようと思います。Let me ask a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Why did you come to this event?
So, the purpose of Web3 Dubai is to meet new people and try to interact with it, like what people are working on, what are the new things are happening in the Web3 space. That's the main purpose. Yeah.
Thank you. Are you living in India, right?
Yeah, I live in India.
Alright. So what are you doing in this space, Web3 space?
So, I run a small blockchain company. It's called pedalsup. I'm a CTO. I have other co-founder is Jimish. So we provide services to Web3 space client, also in Web2, but major part is Web3. So like 80% of work which we are doing is in Web3 space. We deliver more than 50 plus products. By my eyes, coded more than 40 plus. We work with a company called Bikeconomy, Node Finance, Pillow Fund, Spanning Protocol, like Polygon itself, like EVM chains, like the DAOs, a lot of variety of Web3 space we work, and yeah, we are growing. We are 40 people team. Yeah.
Amazing. So could you explain about the key differentiator from the another Web3 development studio?
From the other blockchain studio in R, we are the one of the OGs who started very early stage, and we are all the developers. Okay, we are not the like Web2 developers who transfer into Web3. We are all the Web3 developers. All the people in my company, all the people know how to code in Solidity, even in the Rust, and we have a separate team who also are in NFT space, provide artists. We are doing design, animation. Yeah, we are one of the OGs who started in 2016, and development we are started in 2018. Yeah.
Thank you so much. What do you think about the claims and bankrupt of the FTX? How do you see the future potential and the future possibility of the crypto space?
Yeah. So why FTX things happen is like if you dig a better in FTX thing, you can think like they are a centralized exchange, which I personally never believe. Even if you are in Web3, you know what is different between centralized exchange and decentralized exchange. But as a Web2 people, when they want to invest, the centralized exchange is a better option, and people put their fortune into trust to the guy who run of FTX, and ultimately he became ideal for everyone. He just became a billionaire, and people put the money, and now we know everything, like he take away the money and run, and everything goes down. But if you build an ecosystem, every ecosystem started this way. If you like go 20 years back in Web2, when the e-commerce or internet going started, when the e-commerce come, most of the people think this is a fraud. This is gonna take away jobs, this will take away small shops like malls and all. But now, like everything what we shop is online, like groceries, like clothes, electronics, everything is like what we are doing. We trusted e-commerce. Web3 ecosystem needs a time. It needs at least 15 to 20 years. Also, governments need to involve and make regulations around this. Let's make a bigger difference in Web3 space. Yeah, so this is like my takeaway. Like, don't get sad because of FTX. Try to invest smartly.
Okay.
Don't trust anyone blindly. Don't put your fortune to one place. Which I started when I started investing. I started to different places. And I never put a huge chunk into one. I always put my every chunk into smaller places. If like something goes wrong, I have some money.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
the insightful and valid reply. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
インドから来ている起業家の方を見つけましたので、ちょっとインタビューしてみようと思います。
Hi, Hiro. I'm Shabir. I'm the co-founder of Decademia and Dream Date World. We are also advocates for Chainlink and Polygon.
Could you give me a self-introduction briefly?
Yeah. So my name is Aviral and I am a Polygon and Chainlink advocate.
What are you doing in Polygon?
So we create communities in our cities and spread awareness among the people regarding Polygon and Chainlink and web3 in general.
Okay, interesting. Shabi, you are developing the kind of investment tool kind of things.
Yeah.
And it's including the research function as well.
Exactly.
So FTX, has been collapsed.
Right.
So probably, investor mindset is tend to be hesitate and disappointed too much. Like, what's your view of the point?
Exactly. So there will
next
be
week?
shortcomings for the investment in the coming days. But what we have developed, we have created a marketplace for the investor and the researcher to collab. So it doesn't matter what amount they are investing it. Like you and me, we are retail investors. We can also invest in the research. So it won't affect our platform. So we're good.
Okay. You have a very positive perspective, even for a Web3 investment. Still.
Yeah, we do know, like we are going through a tough time. So for a year or more, we'll be going through that shit. But definitely we'll rise above that, and blockchain is the future. So decentralization is coming your way only. So you better be prepared for that.
Interesting. Last question. What do you think about the future potential, future possibility of the Web3 space in India?
India is a very growing market. A lot of people and a lot of hacker houses, meetups, and community management teams are there. India is like Polygon raised from the India region, and there are a lot of developers, Web2 developers in India that has potential to transition to Web3. So India is a potential country. I think the next in the next coming days, India will rise one of the strongest Web3 communities in the entire globe. So I'm very positive, bullish about Indian developers.
Thank you so much, Javi. 続いてですね、来ておりますのはスマートコントラクトの脆弱性診断をやっているスタートアップのブースに来てます。Hi, Ivan さん。
Hi, glad to see you here.
Yeah, glad to see you. It's very interesting that your background itself. Could you elaborate about your career and the background? What are you doing right now? Could you explain?
Yeah, so the Verilog solution is called a security auditing firm. So the smart contract is something that is hard-coded in the blockchain. Whenever you have a smart contract code, you cannot change the code. So the security is very important because the smart contracts is dealing the real money, the real on-chain assets. If we have some vulnerabilities in the smart contract code, people can hack the smart contract and steal all of the assets out, right? So you definitely do not want this happen. So that's the very long solution does. So we help the project, okay, like the smart contract developers, to check if there are some vulnerabilities or bugs in the smart contract. And we make sure the Web3 project is hacker-proof, or there's no vulnerabilities when this project goes online. That's what we do. And then I'm also a doctor and a professor in the University of British Columbia in Vancouver. I also designed the technical curriculum and the blockchain program in the UBC University. So I'm also a technical guy, and then I and my co-founders are also from a technical background. And then protect the Web3 assets is our mission.
Thank you so much. I'm really astonished that you are taking the two roles, both the professor and entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
How did you determine to be both entrepreneur and professors? It's very tough, right, to manage the both role and the responsibility.
Yeah.
How did you make such a tough decision?
Okay, so the first important thing is the time management. So yeah, so definitely because I'm also the PI, means the privileged investigator for some research projects funded by Canadian government. And then I also received the commendation from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of Canada for some of my previous research. And also doing the entrepreneurship also takes some time. The most important thing to me is that because I'm a professor in computer science and electrical computer engineering, and I think the most valuable technology should be very useful for the community, for the people, okay, to make this world better. Okay, so that is the overlap between the research and my entrepreneurship. Okay, so with the developed technology in the laboratory, it's better and to utilize this new technology and to make this world better. That's what we do. Because my research is in two areas. One is the cybersecurity, like how to improve the ecosystem, how to improve the security of this the cyber network. And another research is for the artificial intelligence. It's my another research background. So what we do is that we want to use AI, the artificial intelligence, and to make the Web3 project be more safer, okay, be safe, and then be more reliable. And then what we do is that we try to use the AI to analyze the smart contract, means the on-chain code, and to find the similarity between them, so that we can better reuse the previous code base, the security code, and then to reuse them to the new projects. So people do not need to reproduce the wheel again and again. People can only focus on the new functionalities that has never been protected. And what they have done for this new functionality can also be reusable for the future projects. It's kind of the flywheel effect. Okay, the more people using, and then we have the more code base to be used for the future projects.
As a last message, even like a Japanese crypto-related people is a little disappointed because of the FTX collapse.
Yeah.
So do you have any a positive or encouraging comment to all of the Japanese people in the crypto space? Is there any a positive message or something?
I think this is very normal because this Binance is the number one centralized exchange. FTX was ranked as the second. So it's the competition for the market. So my suggestion is that if you would like to trade the cryptos, try to use the decentralized exchange first. And also the centralized exchange is very easy to use. It is a very important component in this Web3 ecosystem. So, but we do need to have some requirement or regulation and then for this Web3 centralized exchange, and to maybe to open some reports, and people just try to monitor what is happening on this centralized exchange. It's very important.
Thank you so much, Masan.
Okay,
Thank you.